First pitch to last, we did right in there for a couple of hitters, I think. You know, it was an exciting game for the people that were here to watch the game. I thought it was exciting, and even the people that were involved, because it did. You couldn't hold your breath very long. You keep going, and you know, I think this, and I think Jim does too. I wish we played a little bit cleaner, both of us. You know, and just felt like. It's hard to lose them anyway, but you'd rather, and I'm not sure that we gave it to them. I think they took advantage of some things that some situations that happened right there, and that's part of the game. I think if your team's going to be good, you've got to do that. If there's ball hopped funny on Trey down there, and the second hitter of the 8th inning, I guess, took a funny hop, and he hit it, didn't know where the ball was because it kind of shot back a little bit behind his head, and he just gloved it and went up in the air, and all of a sudden the ball takes a little bit of a funny hop, and maybe we get one out. We're not going to get a double play on that ball, but maybe we get one out of that, and instead we've got a 2-run lead, and all of a sudden guys are sitting at second and third, nobody out, and pot's boiling then, so something good's got to happen. But you know, it's a funny game like that, and I know y'all were asking them about playing through some things. That's one of the hard things about a baseball player or baseball team, is to be able to separate those things that just happened with the things that are fixing to happen. And that's part of the maturity of being an athlete. Sometimes a freshman doesn't do that very well, and you're trying to help them as they're in your program grow a little bit. Hopefully by the time they're a junior and a senior, they're a little bit more consistent, and they're able to fight off those things that we know are going to happen in ball games. And you know, that's one of the things I was worried about with Alex on the mound. He's been a good guy for us, and we're not really pitching deep, and I feel like we're pretty good where we are. And those were two good guys that we threw out there today. But we really needed for Alex to stay on the mound, and part of his ability to stay out there is for him to deal with the things that are going on right there, and not maybe make a poor pitch that gives up a big base hit because of things that have already happened that we can't do anything about. So we just got to a tight place there in the 8th. But I'll tell you, we have a tendency to do some things like that, and it was almost like we were sleepwalking there through the first 4 innings or so, but we kept it close while we were doing that. That's been a little bit of our trademark, I think. Our guys are still feeling their way, and this is the first time for us here, and I'm not sure we knew exactly how to carry ourselves at the beginning. We've had plenty of our guys played for championships somewhere in the past, but this is.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it felt good to be here. It's my first time in 4 years, and we worked hard for it. But as it showed during the game, and how it showed how we played and how we were in the game, and probably should have won it. It shows that we should be here, and we deserve to be here, and we can play with anybody in this conference, and that helps out. And it's always tough to lose, and to lose like that, and we kind of didn't keep focused and in the game, and it happens. But I mean, we showed heart, and hopefully we can keep it up and show some heart tomorrow and pull out a win so we can get them again. That's part of baseball, and the big thing in big innings is that you have to forget what just happened and get focused and get out of the inning. But we sometimes tend to not do that. But when you go back hitting, you gotta forget about the inning, and once we get a little momentum, they give us a little momentum with a couple of hits, and then that's how we get back in it, and you just pretty much have to forget about the last inning, and it's over with. So.
Well, coming into the game, I knew Jacksonville State's a very good team, and I knew if I could just keep the score low, my team is always able to score some runs, so I was just trying to go as deep as I could and keep my team in the ball game. Jacksonville State, they put a lot of pressure on me, but I just try to keep the ball down and try to get a ground ball or a double play to get some momentum, and the dugout and the fans were great, and it was just a really fun atmosphere.
You always have to play small ball now, especially those new bats, how the games are played, and it just depends how the situation we put in. We work on those situations a lot, and I mean, you have to bump people over and move them over any way you can nowadays, and we did a good job of it for the most part. And
I had faith in my pitcher, Alex Bashir, to get it done, and sometimes the ball doesn't bounce the way you need it to go, and we didn't get a break that last inning. But I had all the faith in the world that we were going to close that game out. We got a great pitching staff, but it just seemed like the ball was bouncing Jacksonville State's way, and